Hi guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin, and today I have something very special for you guys. I am at the Anchorage Manor in Marietta, Ohio. I'm here doing one of the professional photography tours, and when I came in here, I didn't think I was going to be able to take a video in here and show off the place, but they actually said that I could, so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to do a tour through it and a 360 tour as a separate video, and I think that's all I'm going to do, but who knows. So before we start, out in the distance, you can actually see the Lafayette Hotel. That is another place that they give tours of, and it is still an operating hotel. So I'm starting out in the tower because I think this is one of the coolest places here. Excuse me, one of the coolest places here. So, as you can see, they have the windows open because it is very warm outside right now. And you can look outside, you can see the Putnam Bridge over there. Now, sadly, I can't step out on the balcony because it is not weight rated, and that could end badly. So now we're going to go down into the attic. Oh, and just, even though you can't really tell, if you could see that car go by, I'm not sure if you can or not. So when you're at the top of this very place, you are actually level with the road outside of it, which is kind of neat, honestly. So this is kind of the entrance to the tower area. As you can see, you get another view of Marietta. And if we come in here, we have the attic. Now this area over here is filled with a bunch of toys, some dolls, a music box. Now, it is said that there are two little girl spirits, and they live up here and they play up here. She said that if they really like you, they say hi to you. Maybe I'll catch it on camera, but I have not heard anything. They really like this keyboard, but also I tried using the music box earlier. So then over here we have a room where they store a lot of Christmas decorations. See a bunch of Christmas tree stuff. There's some old trunk in there, but I don't really want to climb over there. We'll get to it. Then there's a chair. There's also half a mannequin in here, which is really creepy. So then we walk out here. Now, there is a bunch of paperwork over here. I'm not going to get too near to it because I'm not sure how good the floor is over there. But if you can look at it, there's stuff from 1954, 1964, 1956, 1955. So a bunch of old paperwork. We also have this really cool circle window. Now, some history about this place is, I believe she said it was built in the 1850s by the Putnam family. So that would make this older than the Ridges. And they lived in it as their house. 3 years, the man of the house built this house for his wife at the time. And she died 3 years after moving in. He later remarried, he had kids, and he died about 10 years after her. Now, it's gone through a few different phases, and I'm going to talk about those more as we go through the house. Just know my history is not a complete history. And honestly, they do history tours here, so if you want a history tour, look up hiddenmarietta.com, because these people are awesome and this place is awesome. So here we just have another piece of the attic. Lots of nails sticking out here. And we also have this room over here. Now, like I said, I was going to go into a bit more of the history. I was going to save this for downstairs, but I think I'll talk about it now. So the owners of this house were abolitionists. Now, the lady who gave me the tour in a brief history said that the man who owned this house wasn't as much of an abolitionist as his brother, who lived across the street. However, there are some rumors of secret rooms in the house, mainly a tunnel in the basement. Um, Now, according to her, she is one of the co-owners of this place. The basement is dark, it's terrible, um, so people really can't go down there. But she did say um, they had people who were in here at an earlier time, which I will explain in a second why people have been here at an earlier time. And they said that there is a tunnel down there, but whenever they would walk in, it would seem extremely unsafe and it was extremely creepy. So they don't officially know where it went, or technically if it even still exists, but they do think it went to Douglas's house, which is Putnam's brother, which was just across the way. Now, my little personal theory, with no historical evidence to back it up, is that this could also be a room to hide slaves, just because where it is in the attic is it's very difficult to see. And if you walked in and that door was closed, you might not notice it. Now, over here we have a room. I don't think I'm allowed in, but it does look just like storage. You can see we have the other half of the mannequin, some giant square thing over there, and then just more storage. So now I'm going to take the stairs down to the second floor of the house. So behind this door we have a bathroom. You're not allowed to open the door, but I think I can fit my camera through. Okay, so I couldn't really fit it through, but you got a little bit of a view. Then we have this room over here. Now they actually have historical photos here about what some of the rooms would have looked like. Now I believe all these photos are from when a man owned it in the 1930s. So it technically wouldn't be when the Putnams owned it, but when he owned it. We have a giant copper wash bin here. And you can look out and see a balcony that's over there, but we'll go over there in a bit. We have an old thing for Humphrey's remedies for fevers, worms, teething, diarrhea, dysentery, and more. Now we have all these. They're labeled differently with, I assume these are different brands. And then you can look out the window. There is a garage down there. I'm not sure if they use it or not. It wasn't really mentioned on the tour. So now we're going to go back here into this room. She did not tell me what this room was, but since it has a sink in it, maybe it was some type of washroom, some type of kitchen. And now we are entering the servants' quarters. So these stairs are really just weird. Now, as I said earlier, the Putnams were abolitionists, so they did not consider their servants slaves, and they actually paid them. So there's actually a closer look at that garage. It's all boarded up. You usually see some brickwork in here, which is pretty neat. And there is graffiti in here that says, "This ain't no hotel." And then it says something underneath it. I don't know if it's a name or what, but they obviously blocked it out. So as far as I know, this actually was never a hotel, so that is pretty accurate. Now, she did tell me at one point this area was a lot bigger than what we can currently see. Now, I'm not sure if there's parts of the house missing or what, just because there are parts where there are doors where if you were to open them, there'd be nothing. We actually have some old school graffiti here from ZZ Colesword from 1986, which honestly has held up pretty good for, 30-something years now? 32 years now? 33? And then, of course, we have the back of the property. Now, the thing I really like about this room is you have this really nice archway um, and into this closet. Now, she didn't mention this, but also it does look like there's like an attic or a crawl space above it. Um, but of course, we won't be going into there. Now, here are the servants' stairs to the kitchen, and there is a little door in here, but really all that's in there is junk. And we actually cannot go down to the kitchen. It is very unsafe. It's how they actually have to get into the house, which is kind of sucks. She did say that part of the floor is falling in, so now they just have plywood that they have to walk on to make sure that they can get in safely. So we will not be seeing that, sadly. Also, the tile in here and then the wallpaper in this room are just so weird. Now, like I said, there's a door that leads absolutely nowhere. This staircase leads to the dining room. We will not be taking it just because we'll be taking a different one. Now, they do have this room full of furniture. I'm assuming it's of era furniture that they're trying to restore. Now, you might be looking at this glass area and thinking, wow, that really looks like something out of a mental hospital or a nursing home, and you would be right. So, for a while, this place was actually a nursing home. The nursing home closed in the 1980s, I believe she said, and then the house sat abandoned for years until the Historical Society bought it for a single dollar. Actually, looking down there is the new nursing home. So, not only have the people who lived here died, servants died, but there were patients that died here as well. Also, here's just a nice look at the balcony. Again, I cannot step on it, but she opened the windows so I could look out, and also so I can have some breeze. One thing that I did think was neat was for the stained glass window look, they actually just put kind of like a clear plasticky paper. You can totally tell up close, but when I was looking at it from down below, I could not tell at all. So then, walking into this room, we have some old furniture. Again, I didn't get a full history tour. I'm here for a photography tour, so I'm not 100% sure if this is all original or what it is. Now we have another balcony here. Again, can't step on it, but we can look out at it. Now the cool thing about this balcony is that the windows move vertically, and unless I am missing how the door opens, I think you actually have to open the window to leave. And then we have a fireplace. The fireplace is marble. Obviously, it is boarded up because it does not work anymore. And then we have a etching. I'm not sure who it's of. I'm not sure if that name is the artist or the person it's of. But it says 9th July, 1945. So it is pretty old. Not as old as I originally thought, though. Then we have a look of what it looks like as a bedroom. And of course, we have the chandelier and the nice little ornate thing around it. So then back here, I think this is just a storage room. Yeah, this connects into the room with the furniture they're restoring. So now we're going to walk into here. And again, this was once a bedroom, but they actually have some stuff here that I believe is from when it was a nursing home, because it has things like capsules, syringes, indigo, syringes for men specifically. I don't know why. Whatever that is, nipples, Japanese wax. So they have that really neat piece of furniture. Then they have this and a typewriter. And it just says gift from mother on my 21st birthday on the side of it. Now you actually notice that they have the remains of Richard's Pharmacy here, some nice stained glass. It's very dusty, but I imagine that they don't dust it because it would be rather difficult. That door doesn't open. We do have another nice marble fireplace. And then we have this area. I'm assuming since it's blocked off by a chair, I'm not supposed to go there. So I will respect their wishes. So now we're entering, or we're exiting where the nursing home would have been. She did tell me that this used to be a grand staircase, but they had to change it due to fire code. That was back when it was a nursing home that they had to change it. So now we have this room. She did say that this was a patient room back when it was a nursing home. She said that there'd probably be around 8 to 12 people staying in this room, which on one hand, I think, wow, this is a small room, but also I realized that OU would also probably fit 8 to 12 people in here if it was a college dorm. Then we have a fireplace. This one's actually wooden and not marble. So now as I head down to the first floor, I'm going to be a little bit more quiet just because she's in the office on her phone, so I don't want to disturb her. So here we have one of the main living rooms. You can actually see a bunch of historical photos of the house at different points. Wow, looks like they had a Japanese garden at one point. So in the 1930s, when this was owned by a man, I believe his name was Richard something, he died in the house. And he loves to play piano. Here is another marble fireplace. And then we have the front door. And of course, they have this creepy doll. I hate dolls like this, so it really freaks me out. Now we have a front living room, and I believe she said that the woman of the house, Miss Putman, can sometimes be seen in here. And then we have the dining room. Here's some pictures of what it looked like, I believe, in the 1930s. Now, past here would be the kitchen, but of course we can't go in there. Here's where they store props. You can actually rent the props out. And then we have a bathroom. And then another door to the kitchen, but of course we're not going in there. And then here are the stairs to the second floor that I mentioned earlier. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. I make new videos once a week. Thank you guys for watching.